and continue your fight.
Right.
Last time on Pokémon Nuzlocke, Shuckle versus Kyogre. Was it Kyogre? I can't remember. I edited it last night. It was Meganium. And I'm against a Bayleaf, so there we are.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was fed up with this stupid game because I lost my Sizor. I've got Winnie the Two, so that's something.
You certainly have.
I've forgotten that. I'm really pleased with that.
I know, it slightly made me envious that I want to have lots of stupid named Pokemon.
Yeah, in a way we should have done it from the start, but as you said,
we'd
forget what the species names were.
And for the first time ever, I think, I've used refresh and got rid of my own status effect.
Yeah.
I've always had this problem with Pokemon, and I think I explained this struggle earlier on in the series as well. How I tend not to go for any of the defensive or refreshing moves or whatever. Just instead, I'd like to go for the ultimate all-out attacks, because generally with Pokemon you can kill most of them in 1 to 3 strong attacks, so why would you not do that?
Yeah.
Against the AI, anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, usually just if you hang around and don't just quickly attack them, you're usually just letting yourself open to, just waiting around until you get confused or put to sleep.
Correct. Well, it's a happy Sunday morning.
Yeah, it is.
I am having possibly the best Sunday morning I've had for many, many months.
Oh, what have you been up to?
It's just happened perfectly. I slept so well. I had a really, really heavy work week, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Got back home very late Friday night. And then Saturday we went for the park run first thing in the morning. We went for a decent-sized walk, and we did loads of sort of physical stuff in the garden, like hammering in a washing pole and doing loads of garden-y bits. So I was quite tired and quite worn out. And so this morning slept from about 10:30 last night all the way through till 8:30 this morning, when I woke up naturally with the sun. Scarlet went down, fed the cats, let them in. They jumped on the bed and were all lovely. Then she brought back some orange juice, and we had a nice little chat, drinking our orange juice. And then I picked up the guitar once I'd woken up a little bit more. Picked up the guitar in the early morning sun and started learning how to play the main theme from Outer Wilds.
Oh, great!
Surprisingly easy, but not so easy because it's been a long time since I've played guitar, but it was just, just all these lovely things. And then before I knew it, it was 11:15 and I just needed to go out, sit outside, have some breakfast in the early morning sun, and then hung out the washing on our new washing pole, which isn't that exciting, but it's a rotary one. And it's...
Yeah, a new washing pole's a thing of beauty.
It is, especially since we've been waiting weeks to hammer the bloody thing into the hard-baked earth. Like, we had to wait for weeks of rain to get it done. And that's why I'm a bit tired today, because I was just using a sledgehammer or a mallet to hammer the thing into the ground. Yesterday, I'd estimate I did 100 whacks to get it in, so I'm shoulders quite sore. Anyway, what was I doing in Pokemon?
I was hoping it would be like you and Scarlet and Mum and Dad and whoever else, like all standing around it, like at the start of Dumbo, where you all go whack, 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 whack. Sorry, I've got a bit Swedish chef.
Clunk, 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 clunk. You have a little, but that's okay. You don't mind that.
I love that film.
It's a good film. Scarlett and I were talking about Bambi recently. She didn't grow up with Bambi, so she's not so well versed in it as you and I are. Noticing that weird glitching raccoon near the end when they're all
Yeah, the weird
saved from the
glitching
fire,
raccoon.
which I've not seen in any other version other than that video version that we had.
No, I think they
fixed it.
They fixed it, mate.
Yeah. So that was fun. Yeah, we should watch it again. I think she'd get something out of it because it's one of the darkest ones. I think just in terms of the constant sort of background threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, when I say darkest ones, like on the nose darkness, you're thinking things like Pinocchio and stuff like that.
And Dumbo while we're at it.
And Dumbo, yeah. But yeah, I think Bambi is the most sort of sinister and foreboding kind of thing. I've really always felt that with that film.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
Oh dear.
Da, da, da. Haunting.
I've got a particular experience with that one little bit of music.
Have you? Oh no. Were you ill or something?
I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Thing.
Yeah, that was it's one of my favourite Disney films, certainly. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's got a tone of hope and and joy that I think is missing from, say, Pinocchio. That really does have this just horrendous aspect to it.
That's true. It does balance out a lot better because when you've got all the Twitter-pated stuff and all the spring stuff, it's really nice. But I think for me that's why. Yeah. So on the whole, if you sort of balanced it out and counted the numbers, it's probably not quite as dark and horrible as some of the others. But I think it's the contrasts that get me. You're in all the spring and all the nice stuff, and maybe it's because we know the film so well. But I'm just ready for that meadow scene to start going to shit. Everything's all lovely, but you know that it's going to go to shit and it's horrible and it's lurking ever present in the background. But as I say, that's because I've seen it so many times, so it might be a very personal interp.
Great stuff.
Pidgeot. Now my Pokemon.
What did you call me?
My Pokemon are getting a little low on health. Some of them, so I'm be a bit careful. Maybe I'll heal them up here. I don't want to be flying back and running all the way back again. I'm just running aimlessly around this bloody cave system.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm making progress, but wow, Wild Tropius level 46.
Oof.
No messing around here.
Indeed. Someone very helpfully recently in one of the videos commented about how Repel works. And said that it's to do with your leading party's Pokemon. So if they're higher level than the Pokemon that would be attacking, you always repel them. So leading with your highest level is a good way of not getting wild encounters.
I see.
So
which is exactly the opposite of what we do when we're trying to trade Pokemon up, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if they were talking about that being the case when you're using a repel. Yeah, it must be.
Presumably it's which ones you've got at the front when you're running round, rather than when you spray the thing.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, like, when you're using the repel, you want to have... Yeah, it then counts how weak Pokemon are based on the one in the lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Gotta be.
Yeah, not at the moment of when you spray it, and then you can put, your level 20 back in front. Ooh, Solar Beam. That was a very run for the cube. Ooh, Solar Beam. I checked up on him recently. Still going.
Still going, isn't he?
Still going. Still just awful to watch.
Yeah.
Solar Beam.
The ultimate for me was the when he went on holiday in Malta video. like an hour long, and it just doesn't let up.
Really horrible. Do I teach Solar Beam? I think I teach Solar Beam to a different character.
Beam.
Can't be bothered right now. Right, so I need to get the boulder onto that thing, don't I? Let's go.
Super effective.
Against you.
Yeah, no, we're alright. We're alright.
Push.
Horse Crawdaunt is dark.
Push. Sorry, say again.
Crawdaunt is dark. I should have remembered that.
Crawdaunt is dark.
Yeah.
And water, I assume?
Yes.
So Crawdaddy?
I guess so. Well, it's a lobster. I don't know if that's the same thing.
They're similar. They've got the pinchy pinchies.
Yeah.
Like a crawfish, crawdad.
Kyoga is trying to learn Calm Mind. That could be powerful.
Isn't it funny? You've started calling it Kyoga, and I've decided to go back to calling it Kyogre.
Yeah, no,
Stop
in
being so
fact, I
pretentious.
decided to go with Kyogre on the basis that that's the Japanese pronunciation.
That's not the Jap. Oh, it is. Did you look it up?
It is. Yeah, Kyogre.
Oh, so K-A-I sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Kyogre. There we go. Kyogre. Lynchy Sea King. So I recorded my first horror game just recently. Did I tell you I was doing that?
I saw, yeah. Well, I saw it pop up.
I couldn't remember if I told you about it in the last Pokemon episode. I've been struggling to keep track of what I've told people
Yeah,
recently.
I think you did. Yeah, you mentioned it was going to be a nice surprise that you didn't announce it or anything.
I think people have been nicely surprised about it. It's been great. The feedback has been wonderful. I forget how brilliant and how sort of what's the word, latent the community can be. Just sort of sitting there waiting and then just ready to be wonderful about anything.
Yeah.
So supportive. So it's really lovely.
Not too put off by all these bullshit grand strategy games and Pokemon runs.
No, well, I think, you know, and this is what I think people... What, really? Third Whale Lord? Jesus. I think this is something that people worry about too much, and I've certainly worried about too much, is the diversity of content, and should I only be using the content that people desperately, like the majority, want? And it's just a case of, well, you know, if I'm releasing 48 episodes of Pokemon before I release a horror game, you know, are people going to go away? Yes, maybe one or two have, but you don't have to watch it. You just ignore it and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there's loads of YouTube channels I follow that I click on, like 1 in 5 of the actual videos, just the ones I'm interested in.
Exactly. And it seems to be working, so I'm really grateful for everyone's support for that. It's been lovely.
Excellent.
I'm also really grateful for my Meganium with its Razor Leaf. Apart from this one Pokemon I'm fighting against, the Feraligatr, the rest have been either one-hit KOs, crits, or they've flinched. So this has been a really good fight, Pat. Meganium. Said, we don't need you up front. Articuno up front. Yeah, now I've said that I'm all lost in this cave and it's taking ages. It's actually not too bad. You get to a floor, you find the boulder, you push it onto the Togepi, and then you carry on. It seems. Rather than there being lots of different ways to go. Scarlet just went Toge the other room. It's good being an adult, isn't it, and getting excited by a rotary washing line.
Yeah. Have we talked to Mum about it?
I had to borrow the mallet off her.
Right.
So yes.
Did she insist that you get a 4-arm one, not a 3-arm one?
Yes.
And tell you to get a Brabantia?
Yes. I was already going to get a Brabantia. Yep.
Great.
I'd found the one I wanted, and she confirmed it, so that was good.
Excellent. She has strong opinions on these things.
She really has. We were worried, though, that, trying to get it into the hard earth... Sorry, by the way, everyone watching, for this conversation, but we were trying so hard to get it into the hard earth after the, drought we had. And I was actually worried that we had a concrete or loads of builder's rubble or something 3 or 4 inches below the turf, because it just wasn't going any further. But having checked it now, it literally just was hard-baked earth that was like stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had this, the last place I lived, we went back, there was like what appeared to be a flower bed with nothing in it, and we thought, I can't remember what we needed to dig out. We did need to do some digging in there, and it was like maybe 3 or 4 centimetres of earth, and then it was concrete paving slabs, the same as the rest of the garden, and it either had just got dirty over the years, or that someone had decided to put this tiny covering of earth on it.
Which sucks if you're wanting to plant stuff or do anything with it.
Yeah. Which in that case we didn't really, but yeah. You doing anything for the funeral tomorrow?
Not really, no. While I was working over Thursday and Friday, I was in London, travelling through a few times and saw the enormous queue and all the people and everything. It's quite something to behold. Just being on one side of the river and seeing the South Bank completely lined with people.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. If I was a tourist visiting for a week or for a few days or whatever. Oh, you shit. I might be tempted to cast off any of my other plans and join that queue, because what a thing to come, even if it's the first time, especially if it's the first time you've come to the UK, you come there and you join this huge queue that, to be with all these other people, all the locals, I suppose, all the natives, seeing sights on the way, enjoying the South Bank, enjoying all the other things, enjoying the sort of balmy weather, and then getting to Westminster Abbey, which is a big tourist destination anyway, and then getting to see the Queen's coffin, and getting to see the crown jewels resting unencumbered on top of it.
Yeah.
And perhaps getting to see some other royal family members and stuff. That would just be a brilliant way to spend 10 hours,
Yeah.
What a holiday to remember that would be. Like all the cultural stuff.
Yeah, it'd be
perfectly
a
timed.
pretty solid way to experience an important part in a country's history, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. That said, I'm not going as a member of this country.
Yeah.
I need some more Pruller's heals and awakenings.
I stocked up on Prol's heals and awakenings myself. Stocked up on antidotes, which get the full name.
I've got 2 antidotes. They're not helpful. Full heal? I don't really want to use full heals if I can help it, because I'm going to be needing those. Screw it, whatever. I used a full restore a minute ago, which was possibly a bit much.
Don't know which way's the main path and which way's the side path. That's a side path.
Oh, which
one's
one's
that? Do I want
that?
the item? Yeah. We're in Victory Road. I can go up a ladder or I can go just round a corner. I've gone round the corner to get the item.
Okay, I'll see if I
If
can.
I have to fight a Magby, so be it.
Oh my god, I can push a boulder down, or I can push a boulder up and end up in wherever this is.
I wonder.
Oh, I know where I am, okay. So I guess I just fall down the hole here. I do. Victory Rod.
I had a little break from Outer Wilds and I came back to it yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Brilliant stuff. Yeah, just sort of accidental break while I was too busy to be playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got back on it and just getting through it kind of desperately, but it's working.
Desperately.
Yeah, there's just it's kind of hard. It's like every time I go looking for something, I fall into something or chase some other trail, and there's just so much to see and do. It's brilliant.
Yeah. You said that you were starting to get to the stage where you were sort of focusing a bit, where you could start to go places and not get sidetracked by literally everything.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
But there's some...
still a lot of it.
Some of it's still happening. Go on then, I'll go down there. Yeah, Brittle Hollow.
Oh my god, yeah,
There's a lot to do on there. I didn't think that was going to be one of the big ones.
It's a slightly dense planet, that one, isn't it?
There's so much going on. There's just so many different routes and stuff. What I have figured out is how to deal with the black hole, because I've fallen into the stupid black hole so many times.
Tell me about that, because I never really figured out how to.
Yeah, so here's what you do. If you lose your footing or fall off something or whatever,
you go straight into the black hole.
You go straight to the black hole. So instead, what I was doing was being like, go up, just use my up booster as much as I can, and like boost it as much as I can, and of course, that keeps you from falling for a few seconds, but basically doesn't really do anything. What you need to do is orbit the black hole. Go forward when you're falling down towards it. Go forward, and then you just fall. You pick up more and more speed as you get towards it, but you miss it, and you just start spinning around it. And because you can still boost and stuff, you can basically go anywhere inside the whole planet.
Oh, interesting.
With a bit of care. So when, it's about moving, boosting yourself forward in order to gain height, because just going forward means you're moving faster. That means when you fall down, you pick up height. And it seems to be kind of unlimited how high you can go. So I've fallen down several times and just got into an orbit and landed somewhere else. And I've got just about as far as actually choosing the place I want to land rather than just desperately going anywhere I can.
Oh,
it's quite good.
You've beaten me on that part then, because I never really figured out how to not go into the black hole other than never ever fall off anything, which which never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Fuck.
More to do yet, though. I hate this fucking ghost matter.
Ghost matter, yeah.
Utterly died at least twice because of ghost matter when I really thought I was getting somewhere.
Yeah, ghost matter's a funny one. Well, not that funny, obviously, but yeah. It probably goes without saying, commenters, Michael may have finished the game by the time you actually get round to seeing this video, but it goes without saying, please no spoilers or anything. I don't think Michael really reads the comments, but still.
Hardly.
He'll, hardly.
Oh, other people might be reading.
Oh, and other people, yeah.
In which case I probably shouldn't be saying all this stuff, but whatever. Oh, that's going to be super effective. Oh, and it's critical. Oh, I'm all right, though. Jesus, that was really scary. What's Celebi doing knowing ancient power?
Ugh. Oh, Celebi's a weird one. Always throws me off.
Oh, what am I doing putting Articuno out? If it's going to use ancient power again, I'm going to die. Okay, it didn't use ancient power, so I need to switch out very quickly. So what's not going to die from ancient power? Meganium.
It's a rock move, right?
Yeah. So I'll stick out my ice flying Pokemon. Right, then he uses Ancient Power straight away. Good thing he didn't do it there. I'd have lost my Articuno.
I've nearly lost my Articuno so many times I've lost count.
Right.
Well, that was a really crap fight. It's a Gligar and a Ledian, but
Yeah.
they were really difficult to defeat, and it was just unsatisfying the whole way through. Lotic wants to learn Attract. No. Double battle done, lots of money received. Isn't there an item that gives you more money when you win?
Yeah.
Amulet coin or something, was it?
Yeah, Amulet Coin, that sounds right.
I have one of those.
The lead Pokemon, I think, has to have it, something like that.
Must be this way. Oh! Pokemon shall I teach Sky Attack? Probably Articuno? Sky Attack, let's read it. Second turn attack move with a high crit ratio. Foe may flinch. Wow. Let's try Skarmory. Maybe Skarmory could do. But you've got Fly. Agility's a bit shit. Never use that. Let's go. Full out offensive.
Yeah, it's very rare that I would use like speed affecting moves because I figure like using it once, well, you've just given up the attack that you're maybe going to gain, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I have got through Victory Road. I am at Indigo Plateau.
No way.
Wow, that was much better than I expected.
Right, so we need to talk about rules then. When you enter the Elite Four, that's it?
Yeah.
Was that what we said? No, what was the thing? There was a thing.
I think the thing was, when you start entering the Elite Four... Oh, what was it? I think it was to do with if you die. If you die,
if you die on the Elite Four, it's the end of the run for you.
Yeah, I think that's it. Because if you lose all 6 Pokemon, we're going to have to go back to, I don't know, episode 20 or something.
Yeah.
And so, oh yeah, that's right. And however far you got is your, like, you know, the bar you've set.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, so if you die, the other person carries on. If they get further, they win.
Yeah.
Perfect.
However, we've then got the timing issue because this is a speed run. I don't know how we then put that into effect.
Presumably, if you win the Elite Four and complete and beat the champion, then if you did it first, then you won.
Yeah. But what if you get further than... What if I get further than you with the Elite Four? Significantly further, but I do it after you?
I guess you win.
Okay.
So I've got to not die. I think that's reasonable.
Seems good.
Oh, I'm excited now. Are you going for it soon, or are you grinding for a bit?
I'm tentatively going back to the end of Victory Road to grind a little bit because...
Yeah.
I've got one chance at this. I don't know what level they're going to be.
Yeah.
Etc. Don't need to be training here. Too difficult.
where I came from. What's up here? Oh, so much more to do.
Then again, I could aim to go for the Elite Four, knowing I'm not going to beat them, but try and do a better job of it than you, thinking that you might not be as good. But then I suppose you could just play for another several episodes.
Well, in a way, what you want to do is make sure you're going into it like 5 minutes before I am, right?
Yeah, that's it. For content quality as well. Just because, you don't want me sitting there doing nothing for 2 episodes while you choose to grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, that would give you the best chance of winning and still being sure of being ahead of me, right?
Possibly quite fun to come up against the same Pokemon at the same time.
Yeah.
Who cares if we discard the speedrun aspect? We've been pretty much neck and neck the whole way through. It's been nice.
Yeah, we've been...
It's called that part of draw.
Behind, haven't we? I like it.
Well, it depends how much you're going to want to do... how much you're going to want to grind up now, I suppose.
Well, I mean, if I know that you're grinding as well, then in a way it's there's no reason for me to stick around grinding too long unless I think I can grind faster than you. Can't really remember how hard the Elite Four are, but of course they'll be randomised, so we don't know what kind of moves they'll be using.
I remember them being really difficult when I've not been playing Nuzlocke runs and fainting several times. So that's a bit of a concern.
It's all about the level, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the number of hyper potions you can bring. Looking back at the 8 gyms, Brock was grass type, Misty was flying, Lieutenant Surge was poison, Erica was bug, Koga was water, Sabrina was rock, Blaine was ground, and Giovanni was dark. That's a nice range.
Did you keep a list of all those?
Yeah, it's in one of the tabs in the spreadsheet.
Yeah. Did not do that at all.
Oh, you can look at them anytime.
Get out of there, Skarmory. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a chicken-egg situation with you not wanting to start the Elite Four before me and me not wanting to start them before you.
Yeah.
We could. Like, we've just...
I mean, I want to start them before you do, because then I can win the race, right?
That's very optimistic of you. I wonder if we say we have the next episode to prepare. Because we've just done an episode. We have one more episode where we prepare, and then we go in.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so we really would.
That means we'll be going in on episode 51. It's, I mean, kind of... Well, I was going to say it's up to you, it's up to us, but how do you feel about that? Is that a bit rubbish?
I don't think I'm going to be out of this by the next episode, for one thing.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm somewhere deep in a cave. I have no idea how much longer this goes on for. So I might not be ready by next episode.
Fair enough. That's
if
good,
I am,
good
then that
me.
seems as good a thing as any.
Yeah. Well, if you magically find your way out,
no, we're good.
you magically find your way out in the next, let's say, 10 minutes, then we can do that.
Yeah,
Holy
okay.
shit! Level 46 Tropius here as well. Is that going to kill my Skarmory? Maybe.
Push the boulder.
Oh. Ah. Boring.